Hi everyone, my name is Julia and I'm a physical therapist. I'm here today with a lower body strength and power workout. So we're going to go through a warm-up, we're going to have a strength and power portion, and then we're going to have a little extra core burnout round at the end for some extra fun, and we'll finish with a cool down stretch. So a little note about the power moves, we're going to be doing a squat press, a clean and press, and a lunge to press. So if you're unfamiliar with power type movements, make sure you really use a light weight to start. Make sure you get the form down, and then you can slowly increase the weight as you get a little bit better at those moves. Okay, so grab your weight, get some space, and let's get going. We're starting off with a warm up here. We got to make sure the body's warm. So we're going to start with just a jog in place. So just get the feet moving. If you're really cold, you need to start off a little bit lower impact. You can just do a march, but if you can, do a little jog in place. And as you get a little warmer, you can even start to lift the knees a little bit. The goal of the warm-up is to get the blood flowing, break a little sweat, and prepare our muscles for all these lower body exercises. The next one is going to be a quad stretch and a heel raise. So grab your ankle behind you, lift up on your toe, and then switch. So keep your knees together, so you're getting a stretch in the front of the thigh, and then keep your core on so you're not arching your back as you lift up that heel towards your butt. A little bit of a balance challenge here too. The next one is going to be a squat to knee twist. Well, I'm already breathing a little bit harder. That's a sign of a good warm-up. All right, so squat, knee twist, kind of like a standing oblique crunch. So we're going to warm up those core muscles, as well as get into that squat position. So nice steady breathing here. The next one is going to be a walk down to plank. Okay, so try and keep the knees as straight as you can. Walk it down into a plank position. Walk back, use the hamstrings and glutes to pull you up. I'm pretty flexible, so you may have to bend your knees a little bit to start walking down, which is totally fine. Do what you gotta do. The next one is gonna be a figure four stretch. So standing, alternating, figure four glute stretch. Cross your ankle of your opposite knee, make that figure four position. Pull your toes towards the knee, and then sit back. You want to make sure you're pushing your hips back instead of sliding your knee forward, just to get a better stretch in the hip. Work on that hip hinge. The next one is going to be a lateral lunge. So feet nice and wide, lunge to one side, come up, lunge to the other side. If you want to get more of an inner thigh stretch, you can lean towards that straight leg. Then you'll get a little bit more of the inner thigh. Or you can focus on pushing your hips back behind you to get deeper in the lateral lunge. Sorry about my squeaky exercise mat. The next one is going to be power skips. So turn to the side, kind of step back a little bit, drive your knee up. We're already getting into some of those power moves here. This one will drive the heart rate up a little bit. Make sure your muscles are ready to develop some force quickly. And then our last warm-up exercise is going to be a lateral jump or a skater jump. So jumping from side to side, keep your core engaged. Just keep pushing side to side. Use the power from your hip to push off into the opposite direction. You should be breathing definitely a little harder now. Maybe sweating a little bit. All right, and that's it for the warm-up. We're going to head into our strength and power section. We have 3 groups of 3 exercises, 2 strength, 1 power, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, times 3 each group. So grab a quick drink of water if you need it. Otherwise, grab your weights and we're going to start right into it. Okay, so our first group of 3 exercises here is going to be tempo squats. So we're going to go 2 down, 2 hold, 2 up. Tempo RDLs, so 3 down, 3 up, no hold on that one. And then a squat press. So let's get started. Grab your weights for the squats. Rack them up. And we're going to go 1, 2, hold, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, hold, 2, up, 2, down, 2, hold, 2, up, 2. So keep going with that rhythm. We're going to do these tempo squats here. Feet shoulder width apart. Push your hips back to lower into the squat. Hold at the bottom, thighs parallel. Then push all the way up to vertical. Keep your knees tracking over your feet. Push through the hips. Inhale as you go down. Exhale as you come up. All right, quick break. We're going to go into those tempo RDLs. So 3 down, 3 up. No pause for this one. Make sure your knees are straight but unlocked and you have a neutral spine throughout the whole movement here. So down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 to the bottom. 1, 2, 3, up, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Maintain this rhythm. Inhale down. Exhale up. You don't want to rush through this. We're just creating tension in the muscle by putting a tempo on it. You're not rushing through the reps. Make sure your knees are unlocked, but you still feel a hamstring stretch on the way down. Back in neutral. All right, so I'm going to show you 3 different variations for the squat press. This one, we're just going to use 1 dumbbell. So you're going to drop into a squat and then press overhead. This is our first power move here, so get ready for the heart rate to rise. So squat, press, squat, press. You should get enough leg drive that you're lifting the weight overhead with your arm, or with your leg drive, and not your arms. So your arms shouldn't be working very much at all. Exhale as you press overhead. You can do this with 2 lighter dumbbells or just with 1 larger dumbbell. So I'll show you the next round, the 2 dumbbell variation, and then a kettlebell variation. Whew. That gets the heart rate up. We're going for round 2. Back to the tempo squats. 2, 2, 2. Start up. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whew. Breathe. Down. 2. Hold. 2. Up. 2. Push the hips back in that squat. Hold at the bottom. And then push slowly back up. All the way to vertical. I'm definitely breathing hard after those squat presses. We're already feeling the effect of those power moves. Keep your knees tracking out over your toes. Excellent. All right, switching back to those 3-3 RDLs. Shake out the legs if you need it. Nice neutral spine. Pack your shoulders down. Start up. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Inhale. 2, 3. Exhale. 2, 3. Keep it going. Keep a nice neutral arch in the spine. You don't want your back to be slumping or flexing forward. Feel a hamstring stretch on the way down. Hamstrings working and glutes working on the way up. Keep it going. Excellent. So I'm going to show you the 2 dumbbell variation of the squat press here. So choose lighter dumbbells probably than you were using. So make sure the drive is coming from your legs, not your arms. Start up, squat, drive overhead. Really get that leg drive. Have a tight core at the top. Your core is what pushes the force or translates the force from your lower body to upper body. So the core is very important here. Drive from the hips. Catch the weights on your shoulders into next squat, then drive it up. Whew. All right, we have 1 more set of the tempo squats, tempo RDLs, and the squat press. So grab those weights for the squats and start it up. Hold, 2, up, 2, down, 2, hold, 2, up, 2, down, 2, hold, 2, up, 2. Make sure you're breathing, especially when you're holding at the bottom. Make sure you're breathing through that. Couple more reps here. Down, 2, hold, 2, up, 2. All right, going into those RDLs, 3 and 3. 1 more set of these RDLs here. Lock the shoulders back. Neutral spine. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. And if your counts are a little bit faster or a little bit slower than mine, that's fine. I'm just going approximate, probably a little less than 1 second each. We're just trying to make it slow and steady instead of rushing through the reps. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3. All right, and the last variation for the squat press, I'll show you with the kettlebell. So I'm just gonna hold around the handles here. Just make sure it doesn't knock you in the chin as you're pressing up. So start down here. So actually up here, squat, press, rack the kettlebell at your chest, squat, press, squat. Oops. If you're like me, gotta keep your balance, squat, press. Keep it going. Make sure that power to press overhead is coming from your legs, and drop into a squat to absorb the weight coming down from overhead. All right, and with that, we've earned a little water break. So if at any point during these rounds you need more of a break, feel free to press the pause button. But if you're out of breath like me, we're gonna take a break right now. So come back in a few seconds, grab a sip of water. Okay, so our next 3 exercises here are going to be a lateral step out lunge to the left, lateral step out lunge to the right, and then a clean and press. So we're gonna get that started. Grab your weights here. I'm gonna try these ones, we'll see what happens. So we're going to the left first, step out, lateral lunge, come back to middle. So smoothly absorb the impact into that lateral lunge and press back to center. Hinge at the hip. Your knee should be right over your foot and your hip should be right behind your knee. You shouldn't be collapsing your knee inside or outside of your foot. Really get a nice push back to the center. So we do it this leg, this interval, the other leg for the next interval. Whew, quick break. Shake out those legs. Then we're gonna do it on the other leg. For me, that's my right leg, stepping out. Here we go. Step out, push back. Frame your knee with the weights. If you're just holding one weight, you can hold it right in front of your chest. You can also rack both weights in front of your chest. It's just whatever is more comfortable for you. Keep your chest up. Push the hips back. Get that good hip hinge. Get nice power from your legs here. Ooh, feel the burn. A few more seconds. All right, I'm gonna switch to a lighter weight for my clean and press. So I'll show you the double dumbbell version first. Again, it's all about that leg drive to clean the weights up and then press overhead. So clean up, catch, push overhead, and repeat. So squat to catch the weights, push overhead, squat, catch again, and then repeat. Squat, clean, squat, press, squat, catch, down. Especially if you're new to this, I would start just holding one weight instead of two, and make sure it's all about the leg drive. Your upper body shouldn't have to work too much here. Whew. Okay, I think I'm gonna drop my weights for those lateral lunges because my legs are feeling toasty. So we're gonna go to the left, the lateral lunge. Start it up. Step out to the side, absorb into the lateral lunge, and then push your feet back together. This is a bit of a power move here too. The lateral power move. Keep it up. Those power moves really get the heart rate up, get the blood going, get the sweat going a little bit. All right, switch over to the right leg. Shake it out if you need to. Nice deep breaths. Start it up. Inhale down, exhale up. Chest up, hinge the hips back. Try and get low in that lateral lunge. And then push your feet back together. Keep it going. This is round two of three. We're going back to those clean and presses. All right, So I'll show you the version with one dumbbell. So I'll pick the slightly larger one. Start with it down by your thighs. You're gonna clean, catch, press overhead, catch, and then repeat. Here we go. Exhale to press overhead. So it's a little bit of a hip drive for the first catch, partial squat, drive up overhead, and then another squat to catch the weight, down back on your chest. Again, that core connection, really important to translate the force from your lower to upper body. All right, one more set of the lateral lunges. Grab whatever weight you're using for those again. Starting with the left. Start up. Frame your knee with the weights. Push your butt back. Keep your chest up. Really push those hips behind your knee and hip hinge. And power back up to have your feet come together. Steady breathing. Keep the oxygen flowing to your muscles. Quick break, and we'll do it with the right leg. Show you from the side this time. So you'll see the hip hinge here. Right leg stepping out. Start up. So really push that hip back. Trying to get your thigh just about parallel to the ground. Knee a little more than 90 degrees. Definitely feeling it in the legs. Keep it going. Keep breathing, keep pushing. All right, one more set of those clean presses. I'll use a kettlebell this time. So grab around the handle. So we're gonna start down here. Drive it up to back on the chest. Push overhead, catch, then repeat. So you can use a variety of things. For your weight here, cat litter, pet food, laundry detergent. Keep it going. Squat, press, squat, reset. All right, we've got our second water break here, so keep your feet moving, grab a sip, come right back for our third round of strength and power. All right, we have our third round here, so we're gonna do a single leg squat to RDL on the left side, single leg squat to RDL on the right side, and then a reverse lunge to press. So finishing with some single leg moves, I'm gonna do the first round with just body weight and see where we are. Starting on the left leg. So single leg squat on the left, and then shift into a single leg RDL. Woo. And I'm pretty fatigued, so this is going to be a pretty decent balance challenge here. If you really need to, you can tap your foot down between reps, but try not to. So sit back in the squat, hips go back, neutral spine, extend through the heel for the RDL. Nice steady breathing. This is a big single leg exercise combo here, along with a big core challenge and a balance challenge. All right, we're gonna switch to the other leg. So shake it out. Now we're gonna be standing on the right leg. I usually start things on my left side because my left is a little weaker. So I don't want to start with the right and then overtrain the right. So start it up, single leg squat to RDL. Woo! You know, I say my left is strong or is weaker, but right now my right leg is feeling it. And if you really are a glutton for a challenge, you can hold weight in front of you here. Just to add a little bit extra, but really focus on the form. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty fatigued. So just having good form is a pretty good challenge. We'll see, I might try and add weight on the next round. All right, so we'll start off with one dumbbell here. We're gonna do the lunge to overhead press. So we're gonna step back in a lunge, then use that leg drive to press overhead. And we'll be alternating. So step back, drive it up, switch feet, step back, drive it up. So it's kind of like a single leg power move here. Exhale to drive the weight overhead. Make sure your core is fully engaged. Use that leg drive to get the weight overhead rather than just using your arms. Whew, that's a pretty big challenge now. All right, just for fun, I'm gonna try adding weight to the single leg squats. We got set 2 here. So on the left leg, single leg sit back squat, single leg RDL. And that does add some extra challenge. Make sure you keep your balance. If you need to tap down here and there, go for it. It's better to tap down than to find yourself face down on the ground. So really keep that form. Extend your leg and heel behind you on those single leg RDLs. Okay, we're gonna switch to the right side. Let's see what we've got on the right side here. Shake those legs out. Get some deep breaths. And right side. Squat. Single leg RDL. Nice and steady here. Keep the breath going. Single leg squat, hinge the hips back, single leg RDL, nice long body position. All right, I'm gonna try the lunge press with the kettlebell. Again, holding it by underneath the handles here. Step back, press up, reverse. Reverse lunge, press, reverse lunge, press. Keep your core on. Drive from the legs. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Whew. All right, one more set of these single leg variations. I'm just gonna stick with my one weight here for the squats and RDLs. I'll try it this way. Left leg, single leg squat, single leg RDL. Keep that knee tracking over your foot, hips level in the RDL. This is a challenging exercise. This is a challenging workout, really. So thanks for sticking with me. Don't quit yet. We're almost there. Keep it going. All right, one more set on the right leg here. So, shake out the legs, wipe the sweat out of your eyes, balance on the right, and start it up. Ooh, this side is shaky for me. Using these glutes to kick in, trying to stabilize that knee. Don't let it shake all around, especially with that single leg squat. Keep that knee nice and stable. Hips level on the single leg RDL. After this, we have one more set of those lunge presses. All right, so for this last set, I'm going to use 2 dumbbells. This is the hardest version because you have 2 weights to control. So if you are a beginner or this is new to you, just stick with 1 weight. All right, start it up. Lunge, press. Press the weight directly over your shoulders. Using that big leg drive. Your legs are your powerhouse. Keep it going. You can do it. Whew. All right. And that, we're done with our 3 main sets. All we have left before the cool down is a core burnout. So you earned yourself another water break. Keep your feet moving. Grab a quick sip and then come right back for core. All right, so we have our core burnout challenge right now, and I know you're saying, Julia, what the heck are you doing? I'm so tired. But imagine how much easier those power moves would be if you had an even stronger core to translate the force from your lower body to your upper body. So that's what we're gonna work on. So we're doing 20 reps here. We're just gonna go straight through. I'm just gonna call out each new exercise as we go. So we're gonna start with crunches. So on your back, core engaged. We're just going 20 reps. Ready? Support your head with your hands. You're not pulling on your neck. And go. Crunches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ribs to hips, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Our next one, 18, is Russian twist. 19, 20. All right, up, Russian twist. 1, 2, 20 each direction. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep a nice straight back. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Next one is side hip raises. That was 20. So starting on the left side, elbow plank and hip raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do them from your knees if you have to. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other side, flip around quick, and 1, 2, 3. You have the knee option if you need it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to work on our back next. 12, 13, 14. With back fold pulls. 17, 18, 19, 20. On your stomach. So, back bow pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's kind of like a horizontal pull-up motion. 10. Lift your feet and your hands off the ground. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stay up in this hovered position. We're doing angels. So 1, 2, keep your legs off the ground if you can. 3, if you need a break, you can rest them down. 4, just making angel wings with your arms. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Keep those legs up. 12, head neutral. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Feel the burn in your shoulders and upper back. 20. All right, stay here. Opposite arm, opposite hand lift for swimmers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap down if you need to. 6. But if you can, hover. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Keep it going. 15, 16. It's a burnout for a reason. 18, 19, 20. All right, on your back, glute bridges. Oh, surprise, glutes are part of your core. All right, 20 glute bridges. 1, 2, dig your heels into the ground. 3, lift your toes if that's helpful. 5, 6, squeeze your butt cheeks together. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, keep it going. 15, 16, 17, 18. We're going to hold at the top of the end. 19, 20, hold at the top. Now we're doing pulses. 1, 2, just the top inch of that glute bridge here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Hold at the top. There's more. Single leg glute bridge on your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep the core on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Drive through the heel. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Other leg. 1, 2, keep your thighs parallel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dig through your heel. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, feet together, butterfly crunches. 1, 2, get those outer glutes. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, core on. 11, 12. This is the last one. You're almost there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ah, and that is it for the glute burnout round. So I'm gonna grab my timer here and we're gonna go straight into the cool down, and we're gonna start with the child's pose stretch. So roll over onto your stomach, sink your hips back into a child's pose, and also let your knees come out apart. Get a little bit of an inner thigh stretch as well. That was quite the workout. Thanks for sticking out with me, especially through that burnout round. Surprise, your glutes are part of your core. You didn't expect that, did you? I'm all about the glutes. Our next stretch here is going to be a cobra. So we'll stretch out those abs. So onto your stomach, and then just as high as you can. Stretch out the abs. You can kind of rock side to side a little bit. Breathe. Let that stretch. Open up those muscles. And the next one is going to be our pigeon glute stretch to stretch out those glutes that we just worked out so hard. So left knee between your hands. Pull your toe towards your knee. And then sink down, sink your chest forward as far as you can. You can also stay up here if that feels better for you. You can bring your foot in if you need to, but if you can, your shin should be perpendicular to your body. And just get a nice stretch here. And breathe. We'll switch sides here in a moment. Go ahead and switch your legs. Try and get your shin perpendicular to your body. You can stay up nice and tall, or you can sink deeper into the stretch. Try and keep your hips level instead of rolling off of your hip, of the leg that's behind. Get a nice stretch in here. Next one is going to be a kneeling hip flexor stretch. So come up into kneeling, tuck your hips under like a guilty dog, and shift your weight forward. And then to get a little deeper stretch, you can reach over and away from the hip that you're stretching here. And breathe. Make sure your core is on so you're not just stretching your abs. We want to get into that hip flexor here. Switch sides. So tuck the hips under like a guilty dog and shift your weight forward. Sink into the stretch. And then reach that hand up and away from your hip here to get a more intense stretch. Just a little bit deeper into it. And then shift back into a hamstring stretch. So try and keep your back straight and just rock your chest forward over your front leg. And just let your front foot be relaxed here. You don't need to pull it up towards you because we're trying to get a hamstring stretch. You can pull it up if you want to, but that might be a little bit of a nerve stretch than a muscle stretch. And breathe. And if you're up here, that's totally fine. You still get a good hamstring stretch. Go ahead and switch sides. So Rock back into the hips, stretch out that hamstring. Keep your back straight, chest up, and just kind of lean forward over this front hamstring here. And you can experiment sometimes being up high, you feel it high in the hamstring. The lower you sink, it might go lower. Just do what feels right for you. The last couple of stretches are going to be standing. We'll do a quad stretch. So stand up, grab your left ankle, pull it into your butt, keep your knees together. Stand up nice and tall, don't let your back arch. Feel a stretch in the front of the thigh, getting that quad there. Our legs did a lot of hard work, so they deserve a little bit of a stretching session. Go ahead and switch legs. So knees together, pull your heel towards your butt. And I usually say if I only have time for one thing, stretching or foam rolling, I actually usually prioritize foam rolling. So that's all I'll be doing here after this workout. So if you want to get in a little bit more muscle recovery, I would recommend trying out some foam rolling. But for now, breathe into the stretch, release the quad. And that is it. So like I said, if you want to keep foam rolling with me, go ahead and check out the video up here. Otherwise, thanks for joining me for a pretty big workout, and I'll see you next time.